Hi Pisces Moons, thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Carrot 144. Very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This is a bonus reading that I am being guided to do for you all. We'll just scoot this over here. And I initially had just been given the message to do a bonus reading for you, and then right up until I was getting ready to do it, more messages came through related to the energy of Succubus. And however this may resonate for you, whatever this may mean for you, for a lot of you, I do feel that you have been dealing with Succubus energy possibly for a majority of the time that you have had relationships. Moving away from this energy and out of this energy, having more clarity and understanding of your surroundings, your connections, the toxicity, and all that entails, knowing that connecting with that toxicity through another person in relationships, this also being about third party, 3 of Sword type energy, that can also be connected to 5 of Swords, 7 of Sword energy, 10 of Sword energy as well. That it can have a really interesting effect on your atmosphere and your world, regardless of the connection that you may have with someone who may be connected to a Succubus energy. So this message wanted to come through very strongly. I do happen to have a tarot deck here, Cryptozoology, that has a card dealing and also named with the Succubus energy here. And this being the Lover's card. I'll just hold this here so we can get a better look at it. This is a card of 6. Where for this deck, the association, I'm automatically getting Devil energy. The Devil card being a card of 15. That 1 and that 5 creating that 6. 15 in the Major Arcana. So I also printed out from Wikipedia here, which I don't normally use, but doing some research and kind of assessing the other definitions that were being given, this does provide a little bit more of an extensive look at the meaning of Succubus. The female version being here, the male version being Incubus. And I do want to mention too that what I was also getting is that this could be male or female, this just being female dominant energy here. So a succubus is a demon or a supernatural entity in folklore in female form that appears in dreams to seduce men, usually through sexual activity. According to religious traditions, repeated sexual activity with a succubus can cause poor physical or mental health, even death. In modern representations, a succubus is often depicted as a beautiful seductress or enchantress rather than as demonic or frightening. The male counterpart to the succubus is the incubus. And then there's other information here. I'll leave a link to this, or you can just look this up yourself, do some research on succubus. It's been coming through ever since I've been going through a spiritual awakening in 2018, being connected to certain soulmates. This definitely came through as, I had destined partnerships that were coming through and strongly believe that succubus energy, the male energy I was connecting to allowed this energy to take over. And through many cycles, I have learned my lesson and have moved the fuck on. And so this being a part of this reading here, I do feel that this is mainly to encourage those who are finding themselves connected to succubus energy to automatically remove yourselves from this toxicity and know that you can move forward and that there is someone and will be someone that divine will bring to you and provide to you. You will magnetize this towards yourself once you release this toxicity, but there is someone who will not be connected to this succubus energy because they are healed individuals as well and want the best for themselves. And I feel that the more you want that for yourself, you're going to be met with that match. And also too, being connected to succubus energy also is a reflection to let a lot of us know what it is that we're actually dealing with from within, where we may, as females, might have had, or even males with more feminine energy, have had this succubus energy from within us too, and just simply seeing this as a mere reflection to be able to heal from this and to move, again, the fuck on. So I also want to mention too that being connected to male energy that is having a very hard time with the succubus energy, that they also tend to come around to sabotage the other feminine that they know is not of the succubus energy and is actually a divine feminine. Where I will mention one of my Ophiuchus readings that I did. I believe it was the last one. It could have been the one before that. I just did one yesterday, so it's not that one. It's either the one before that or the one after that, or the one before that, excuse me. But I received a comment on that reading, and being a Pisces moon myself, I'm very intuitive, and I'm not stupid. And I feel that a lot of you as Pisces moons, as nice as you can be, very nice and selfless, that your kindness can be taken for weakness, and others assuming that you aren't intelligent, that you don't have a affinity and a connection with divine, that you haven't been through all the signs in past lifetimes, having that knowledge and that wisdom as a Pisces moon in this lifetime, or even having Pisces energy in this lifetime. Just being taken for a fool, and not those succubus energies, not realizing just how deeply intuitive you are, where you're able to see the person that's actually speaking. Like, I see people when I read comments, I can see that person. And also too, I pay attention to the mannerisms and the patterns as well. And I feel that this is also applying for a lot of you out here too, where you may just be assessing and kind of sitting still with certain things that are happening to be able to collect. As also Pisces polarity energy is Virgo energy, which is about paying attention to the details. Very clever shit. So with that being said, I just want to say also too, as confirmation for that comment that I was just speaking on, I did pull a card for that particular energy just for shits and giggles, because I already knew who it was. And they called me sis too, and I have one sister. I have one sister, and yeah, it just but anyway, like I was saying, I pulled a card, and that card was the Queen of Swords. And I'll just leave it at that. We're gonna go ahead and get to the reading here. I do wish the best for every single person that comes across this reading. This is not by any means any kind of attack. I feel this is about putting the message out there to be able to help a lot of you all who are experiencing this type of energy and really don't know which way to go as far as this is concerned, or how to handle it, what to do. I would say the best thing to do is to follow your guidance and your intuition. I'm here as spiritual support here to be able to bring this to the light, but also to help the masculine energies out there too, who can be weak as fuck, and with the 3D programming fall seriously prey to this kind of seductress behavior that only ends up in tumultuous feelings and devastation, and there being no elation, no kind of progress or elevation from taking part in these experiences. It's short-term gratification, and as much as it can seem like it's the best thing ever, it's almost like a soul-capturing type of event here, where masculine energy falling prey to succubus energy, it does a disservice to the collective. And this being a part of the other reason why I feel that this message is coming through, and more particularly for you Pisces moons, as being very high spiritual leaders and ones who are offering guidance, this message being provided to be able to be shared so that there can be more healing in the world for both male and feminine energies here. I also wanted to say too, before I start, that the succubus energy with this seductress, enchantress activity here has everything to do with low self-esteem, how these little girls are being brought up into this world, not really having any support or female guidance to have that knowing that they are loved, that they are appreciated, that they don't have to use sex as a way to appeal to another person, because at the end of the day, that has nothing to do with who it is that you are and what it is that you do. I'm a celibate individual here. And I'm the bomb.com, and it ain't got nothing to do with sex. It's the energy from within me, because I love myself and I take very good care of myself, and I'm not dependent. I'm a very independent woman who has built myself up from the bottom to the top, and I'm very proud of that. And because I've done that, I set the example not just for myself, but for my daughter, and then for also my tribe. And your daughters, our mothers, all the mothers out there who have children, who are little girls out there. I mean, I'm hearing stop the madness. The madness needs to stop, because it's really doing a disservice here to our feminine energies out there. And the continuance of this is just going to bring even more darkness. And it's a super, super big ass black hole. So let me go ahead and get to shuffling here. And again, we're going to do 5 cards. I'm doing 5 and 5. I was guided to do that, but I'm just now noticing too that that is also my life path number and my soul path number. But what I was getting initially is this being about that 5 and 5 connecting to create that 10 of an ending. So that being very supportive energy when it comes to this. And I've already pre-shuffled these. I'm just going to get these hot and going here so we can get some real good energy related to the succubus energy. It also is kind of disturbing for me that this beautiful lovers card has this succubus energy on it and connected to it. You can see that the man is asleep. He has no idea. And look at the feminine's face here. So we'll do one more here and then split the deck. I really do wish the best for everyone out here. But just little things like what I mentioned with the comment, like I feel like you may be dealing with a lot of that too. The closer that you come to a certain person who may have like past connection or some kind of connection where they're still connecting, the masculine energy still connecting with the succubus, where they may have children with the succubus energy and have attempted to move on from that relationship, and that succubus still wanting to linger because of the way that they feel when they have sex. And again, it being short-term gratification, but at the end of the day, that feeling after that, it just wears off, and then that whole pity, yucky, gutty feeling returns right back. All right, so the first card, and this was in reverse. I'm going to take reversals. I don't normally take reversals, but this automatically is giving me that seductress energy here. This being fire energy. Princess of Wands. This is a Page of Wand energy. I do feel that this speaks to the immaturity, but this card has come out in certain readings with very similar energy here. That could be connected to, if I remember correctly, and do not hold me to this, but it's also been connected to King of Wands in reverse energy. And I'm hearing getting in the way, just someone getting in the way of true destined partnership and love. Everything happening for a reason. But again, I feel with the strength of the succubus energy and them having that knowing of being able to be in that 3D and that masculine energy, still possibly having that strong connection of being jaded in 3D programming, taking their claws and pulling them back in. And that's what I'm getting with this card here, especially with it coming out in reverse energy here. I do feel this is also speaking to the ending of this energy, and it being necessary. It being very necessary for this type of shit to come to an end here. You can see the wand right here. And it's a shame that this feminine energy feels that this is the way that they need to represent themselves with sex here. That's not cool, and it's not a good look. It's nothing to be proud of as far as accomplishing. Like when you raise kids, when we all raise kids, what's the first thing that you want to say to your daughters? You know, that, you know, I got that man because I got this good ooh-wee, because I got this and this and this, because he loves the way I look, and, you know, all that. Just, that's what I'm getting with this card. So I do feel a lot of you as Pisces moons have been dealing with this particular energy here. Princess's Page energy, so that just being a part of that maturity, that immaturity that's coming through, and that being fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, and a Fucus. I was very hesitant to do this type of reading too, because I don't want to put energy towards this, but again, it's going to be helpful messages for some of you out there, if not a lot of you out there, because there are things that are not being said that need to be spoken about. Let's see what the second card is. Endings. Endings. Another ending. This shit needs to end. 21. Card of 21. This being an energy of 3. The World card. And I feel that with this reversal, this is just speaking to the way that also this succubus energy may feel about themselves and how it is that they're seeing you, Pisces moon. This being your energy here, and just how powerful it is that you are being able to bring things to light, being able to manifest and to work your magic and to close karmas and to be magnificent in all your beauty, using your beauty and your energy of sexuality, not even in the way that is seductress. It's you being your magician energy here. And because of the beauty from within, this is how you glow and you shine on the outer here. So what I'm just getting is that this being a no, this being a yes here. And even with the world ending here, this is a completion of major cycles here. Something that really needs to come to a completion and an end. And we do have this here with the World card. This being the last card of the major arcana. With that 3 energy, I'm also getting that being connected to the Hangman energy, where that's a card of 12. And also having to do with a very fine connection with divine and having high spirituality and enlightenment. Very strong true master that's coming through here. Aquarius energy, Scorpio energy, Taurus, and then Taurus and Leo energy that's coming through here. Strong, majestic energy, healing powers, but having done the work. This being about these energies outside of you here, where I do feel this is you, Pisces moons. But having done the work and that being represented here, we can see the difference here with the wand and the way it's being used here versus how it's being used here. So continue, I would say, Pisces moons, this message coming through because you're a very strong example. You're being seen as this prime example and possibly receiving a lot of adversity due to that because of the truth that you represent and that knowing that you don't have to sell yourself, you don't have to be super sexual wearing practically nothing. You know, if it's like, if you're going to wear practically nothing, just not wear anything, because that's how we came into this world. But wearing practically nothing to be that seductress and just disrespecting self. This being about respect of oneself here. Third card. The Moon in reverse. This being no secret, I'm automatically getting Sagittarius energy connected to this as well. And the leadership with Sagittarius energy supporting the uncovering of what it is that's been dealt with as far as a connection to the devil energy of that 15 card being this overall lover's energy of the succubus energy that's coming through. So this no longer being withheld, this needing to come to light, and that being here with this moon card and uncovering, there being no secrets, there being no withholding when it comes to this type of dealing here. I just feel that this is also something that's not very much talked about. And I do feel that for those who do talk about it, the message may get out, but it's not something that continues to flow, so that there's a constant knowing that this type of energy is not okay. And also for the masculine energy, to just be like, wake the fuck up and realize that, you know, that physical sex with this type of energy, it may feel good at the time, but it has nothing to do with your soul. Again, it's a soul capturing type of event here, where we do have it stating here, can cause poor physical or mental health, even death. I mean, and I know it's, you know, it's got that whole folklore energy, but this stuff is real here. And if it wasn't real, it wouldn't be coming through in this reading here. This being a card of both you, Pisces, and then Cancerian energy, with the moon being the ruler of Cancer. With this being in reverse and that relation coming through, this being about also too, not a Pisces representation, not a Cancerian representation of what is happening here. And that being the reason why there's strong representation of you and this ending and all of this needing to come to a close here, so that the regeneration of feminine energy can be supportive and be nurtured and be wholesome and be healthy. Healthy, healthy, healthy. Cancerian energy having to do with unconditional love, protection, security, safety, and being connected to matters of the home, that home being all about the heart. I can just feel the hurt and the pain that comes from the succubus energy, and the actions of succubus is, this is not the way. It's not the way. It doesn't produce anything. If anything, it produces children that are going to go through the same damn cycles of what was being nurtured on that foundation to begin with, and that being toxic, not healthy. So this being uncoverings of this type of stuff here. The fourth card. The Star. So I do feel, Pisces moons, this is about you speaking your truth, and with there being uncoverings and you offering support and guidance as a spiritual leader, where you did have a reading, I feel that came through very strongly as your significant part of your purpose in life. There was an energy, I think it was like 3 Hierophant energies, 3 Hierophant cards that came out for your reading. You being a strong spiritual leader here, and because you're speaking your truth, you're bringing about endings here, you're bringing things to light about what's happening with the feminine energy and how it needs to be more healthy and supportive type energy. You being that strong representation here again, with the nakedness and showing and being that example of what it means to be in vulnerability, of what it means to be sexual, to love yourself, that being the most important here, and that coming through with the Star card here. Very similar to the World card. These are very powerful major arcanas, strong representations that don't normally come out together in a reading here. So I do feel this is also speaking to you, Pisces moons, as how strong it is that you are in your power to be able to deliver and relay these messages here, so that female energies can start building on beautiful foundations of self-love. Self-love. And knowing that sex is not the answer. Sex is not the solution. It's not the solution. And I will say, you know, for succubus energy that believes it's the solution, take a look and reflect on where it is that you are right now. And ask yourself if that's really where you want to be, what it is that you really truly feel from within. Are you really being fulfilled? Are you really truly happy? Because what happens here with this type of vulnerability and sexuality and love from within is about peace and harmony and giving and being a true example for others to generate an energy for all, for the betterment of all. And there being no heart-wrenching, gut-wrenching type low-level toxic energies at the end of the day. Being able to sleep at night because one is loving themselves and they've done right by themselves and have integrity towards themselves and towards others. This being strong Aquarius energy, but then also the blue representation coming through very strongly through this card here for you, Pisces. And also the water energy. The water energy being very strong here. Very harmonic, galactic, connected energy that has to do with loving self and being supported and protected and also guided, following one's guidance. And the love from within being everything that one can need, knowing that taking care of oneself, being good to oneself and kind to oneself, strong in representation of feminine energy, can produce and magnetize whatever it is that one wishes. This being a wish card and wishes coming true and through here. The last card. Three of Pentacles. Collaboration. This being that energy of that selflessness, Pisces, that I feel that is very important to you. And wanting to work together with others. Not wanting to be separate from these feminine energies who just have it all wrong when it comes to self-love and themselves. And what it is that they're teaching the young girls today. Collaboration and working together with others. And this also, with that collaboration, this is what produces a strong foundation. This is what is about this divine connection here with masculine, feminine, and divine energy. But then also, this is what actually produces that pinnacle. Sex is not the way to the pinnacle. Three energy. That just coming through where I was getting the connection to Virgo energy, your polarity energy with the three. The threes have been coming through very strongly for Virgo. Abundant energy here with the yellow, but being very happy and content here because of the way that a foundation is being built, with there being collaborative support, cooperation, everyone working together, where mainly this type of succubus energy is all about themselves. It's a very selfish energy. Not thinking of others, definitely not thinking of themselves, which is the most important thing here. But having, I feel Pisces moons, you having that wonderful soul and heart from within, having healed from this type of energy here, still with that knowing, and knowing that, you know, hurt people hurt people. And so there's clear awareness of what's taking place from within the souls of this type of succubus energy. And yes, they do have souls. Everyone has a soul. We're all here. It's all about the choices here. But I feel that Pisces moons, you're more than willing and happy, you know, especially when people are healed and wanting to do the work for themselves. More than happy to be in that cooperation and collaboration, as long as it's about, you know, healthiness and progressiveness, production, success, positivity, and overall working together to reach a common goal for the betterment of all. And that being here in your strong representation here. Notice the distance too, with this ending here, this being that strong ending, the way that you have boundaries here, Pisces moons, having that internal knowing and also experiencing this type of energy, being in connection with masculine energy and what it is that they've been connected to, you being strong representation of ending here. And the separation, I mean, that just speaking to very strong, firm boundaries here, because what we have after this is all about your protection here, away from this type of energy here. I feel this is also for those succubus energies who do tend to spy on the divine feminine energies here, so that they can see what this beautiful life is all about when you don't lower yourself to a certain level, feeling that the only way that you can keep a man, and it ain't even about keeping a man, that's another part of the toxicity, is to the way that one can be in a relationship is through sex. And anyone who makes you feel that, you know, if you're not providing sex in a certain way or at a certain time or how often or whatever, there's some unhealthiness that's going on there. And so this being, again, representation of that vulnerability, being able to be on one's own here. Ain't no man in here. I mean, there's spiritual energies that are around here, but this solely being about loving oneself and really nurturing and taking care of oneself. Also being in truth, delivering information that is very much necessary in order for there to be awareness, clarity, healing, guidance, and supportive energy overall. And we have the Ace of Pentacle on the bottom here, but this was in reverse. And I just feel that this was speaking to what I just said. There being no real abundance, and the true Pentacle being reached in this way, it's not going to produce any kind of newness here. It's going to be the same continual cycle that may produce money, but this is negative money. That's what I'm getting here with this being in reverse. So with that negative energy and this being negative money, it also being a part of the toxic cycle where one has to continue to be in this behavior or feel that they have to in order to continue to gain, because that money, this negative money, is just going to deplete because there's no real true foundation or substance that comes with this type of behavior here. So we have this representation here, this representation that's here. And also with the reversal, the only two reversals where I'm getting this is not being the Pisces way here. That being very similar here to this Pentacle here with the reversal energy, and then also connected to this reversal energy here next to the Succubus energy that we have here to receive the energy for this reading. And I'll leave this, let's see, we'll put this right here for now. Okay, let's get to your clarifiers. And clarify the Princess of Wands in reverse. Need I say anything? I don't think I need to. But for those who are newer to this type of reading here, Three of Swords, I mentioned this, speaking on the Succubus energy. 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords energy. This was the first one I mentioned. This was what came out. Third party energies, very painful shit. It's unnecessary. I mean, it's not unnecessary if one is learning from that situation, but given that this can be very cyclic energy that doesn't want to end. And this being the reason why this reading is coming through, so that there can be an ending for this type of stuff here, so that there can be greater awareness, so that there can be healing, so that there can be more love when it comes to female energies. Setting better examples so that we can love ourselves more as females, and also send the message to masculine energies who are very much caught up in 3D and get automatic arousal, you know, just from the toxicity. That being a part of that 3 of Swords energy there too. Not really having the best interest of others. This being about that low self-esteem and lack of confidence. Also being very sleepy and not having much awareness when it comes to the truth of them sitting to reflect on what it is that really makes them happy and why it is that they're doing what they're doing in this way. Let's clarify the World card. Seven of Swords in reverse. Wow. Overall, we have the energy of the Seven of Swords, but this connected to the World card, the ending of the lies, the deception, the secrecy, the spying, the backstabbing, betrayals. That's automatically making me think of that comment that was left that I know was from this particular energy. This being in reverse here. Speaking to the endings of this type of behavior here. The 7 and this 3, these two cards combine to make that 10 of Swords. And as I was looking at this upright, I also noticed this 3 of Swords here. In between, 4 of Swords healing. So that being that getting in the way energy. And I was hearing Jill Scott's song, Getting in the Way. I'll leave that in the description box when I post this reading. But 4 of Swords is about healing and resting. And this 3 of Swords being all up in that. This could apply to both masculine and feminine energy, you know, I'm getting more of this being pertaining to masculine energy that wants to heal and move away from 3 of Swords type energy, and it overall being deceptive with succubus type energy coming into the night and throwing out the cuckoo. And then the whole cycle starting all over again. And then, you know, the one who's actually done the hard work being at a disservice here with this painful shit. And I feel that's a lesson for everybody, for those who are in this particular space, you Pisces moons, moving away from what no longer serves you, allowing you to see what it is that you've been connected to, how it is you've been connected to this energy, why you've been connected to this energy, healing from this completely and moving on and moving forward. 7th house energy is also Libra energy, and that having to do with the scales, balance, and also justice. But that also being connected to unconditional love and the energy of pink coming through. So even though we have fire energy, this could also be Libra energy. Libra being ruled by Venus, using the wonderful Venus energy that a person can have. And taking that and just throwing it into the guttery pits of yuckiness. And I'm seeing like green toxic goo. And it's reminding me of the Simpsons and the radiation, the power plant, the nuclear power plant. That's what I'm picking up. And that connection there to that type of energy. Let's clarify the moon in reverse. Clarify the moon in reverse. And we got 2 cards here. We have the Queen of Chalices, loving queen here, loving queen, and then we have the Strength card in reverse. So I feel that this is just speaking to the detriment that can take place of this wonderful energy from within you, Pisces moons here, connecting to this energy and the way that it affects you. And also was coming through this being about that connection to masculine energy as well, where this could be both masculine and feminine energy here. Being a very loving energy, especially masculine energy, if they're in this Queen of Chalices energy here. Offering a cup, you know, to energies that, again, can cause poor physical or mental health, even death here. And I just feel with the Strength card in reverse, that's speaking to that type of toxicity and the way that it can take effect. But this Queen of Chalices being a very loving individual, very intuitive, as I was saying. And this being uncovered here, you being this energy here, strong in representation of the water energy here. And what is coming through with the uncoverings. You uncovering this information here too, because it's affected you in some kind of way. And I do feel the way that it's affected you has also helped you to ascend and progress. So everything happening for a reason, but I do feel that you very strongly have overcome with this World card being here, setting very strong boundary on what it is you're no longer allowing or accepting into your atmosphere, but to be also to help others, that being a part of the Queen of Chalices energy, to speak on what it is you've experienced. And this being connected to the masculine energy here too, not being able to support or assist the masculine energy here because of succubus energy. Being bestiality type energy here, very much in the 3D sense here. And I also feel with this reversal, you just not wanting to put any more energy into this type of behavior here, especially when it comes to a masculine who consciously makes the choice to continue to be a part of this type of energy because of the connection here. We have 3 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords overall. This just speaking to the way it's affected you, Pisces moons, and the beautiful loving energy. This being one of the most beautiful queens of all 4 queens on the deck here. Queen energy being connected to the Empress energy, that Empress being a card of 3. We have 3 here and 3 here in the major arcana there. This being Leo energy, but also a card of 11. The Justice energy being connected to this as well, with that being a traditional 11 in more modern decks. That 1 and that 1 being High Priestess energy of 2. And then the 11 energy coming through as a master number, and that being a very strong, powerful energy. And I feel that's supportive energy to help one to continue to love oneself, to have their own Ace of Cups, to be unbothered when it comes to this type of stuff here, having that knowing that they are able to overcome. 7 energy also being connected to the Chariot energy and that overcoming and accomplishing. But saying cheers and goodbye to this, I feel this is a part of saying cheers to the ending of this particular energy here because of how it is that you have come into more of your power, making more conscious decisions for yourself to use your wand in a more majestic and magical way that's going to help the betterment of all. All right, so that being there. And again, this is water energy mainly. I'm getting this being connected to your energy here with the chalices. And then also Cancer, Scorpio, and Fucus. Let's clarify the star card. That's a whole lot. So we have the Fool card. That's taking a leap of faith. We have the dip of the toe right here. Doing what's best for you. Taking a leap of faith and getting away from the bullshit, but also being connected to the divine, where we have this wonderful spiritual energy that's coming through with the Merkaba and the protection and safety, but energetic movement here. You being connected very strongly. That also being a part of the Hangman energy that was coming through in connection to the World card, with that being 21. Breaking down to a 3. That Hangman being a 12, that also breaks down to a 3. That being here. And I feel that also speaking to, notice the energy here, where this flamingo could even be about a soul partner here, and the love that you have here for yourself, but then also what you're magnetizing towards yourself. With this full energy being here and seeing the crocodile, that's more of that getting in the way energy. You being soulfully connected and having true partnership from within, and whether or not you're with someone, you're deciding to move forward. Succubus energy, I feel this is that part of that crocodile energy there. More of that feet connection to the water here. That being very important as far as your sign here, Pisces. But you moving away from what no longer serves, starting anew here. This being after the World card here in a new cycle. Connected to the star, even better. We have the 3 of Cups in reverse. And I feel this is about, I'm getting Gemini, the last Gemini reading had a 3-headed monster energy that was connected to the 3 of Cups, where it wasn't about celebration. It was about getting away from types of energies that were like 3-headed monsters, where it could be Gossip Girl type energy, Succubus and their friends, or masculine Succubus and possibly I'm getting mother-in-law type energy. Some kind of third energy where it's a group of 3 and you just having this awareness and this knowing here that it is completely toxic, and there's also no love that's coming from this. It's being cup energy, part of your representation here with the water energy. So that's what's coming through there. You getting away from this, taking a leap of faith into something new. And again, this being about the lack of production and success, this being baseless energy, empty pentacles, negative pentacle, negative money. There being no true foundation when it comes to this type of energy. You having that awareness, you speaking on this truth, and what it is that you're moving away from. It's not stable. It's not stable. It's unsafe. It's unfair. There's no new starts. It's a continuum of a cycle, of a very major and toxic cycle, as we see here. You being the illuminator. You being both the sun and the moon energy here. That's speaking to your balance overall. That was coming through connected to this Three of Pentacles energy here. Was being a card of 19, the 1 and the 9, creating a 10, that overall 10, creating that new beginning for you to move the fuck on. You being a powerful illuminator, but also being very balanced. And that was coming through as well with the Libra energy and the scales. But then also the Three of Pentacles and the divine light connection, and you wanting and manifesting cooperation and collaboration in a more positive manner, setting better examples because of what you've been through. Again, a lot of you, I do feel, may have been a succubus yourself. It's possible to overcome this energy and to get out of this. You don't have to be this in order to succeed. And you're showing this and proving this to help others, this being that powerful illuminator here. But also showing how it is that you've been healed. The claws being representative, taking that energy and transforming that energy, transmuting this energy as well here too, and making it work in your favor, where you're now illuminating this type of energy. It also being healing and allowing the pure state to come through here with the white connection. White also being a color of Cancerian energy, and that was coming through here with the moon card there. Beautiful energy here. And it's all connected to the star card. And I'm getting sun and moon energy here too. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. Wow. You're serious. You're serious and you stand strong and you stand firm. 7 energy also being 7 of Wands energy. We have the 7 of Swords. You transmuted that energy and made it work in your favor here, coming to this completion, bringing karmic cycles to an end here. You're no longer allowing this type of energy in your atmosphere. And with that being said, I feel that you're able to have that strong foundation and support to be able to speak on this and bring greater awareness, to be able to help other feminines and the young little girls out there and the new babies that are coming into this world so that this shit can stop. You're very serious about it. We have Three of Pentacles here, Three of Pentacles here. With those two combined, that making Six of Pentacles energy here. About reciprocity, equal give and take. But mainly, I'm just getting this being about respecting oneself. Having self-respect. And this being the true essence of how one is producing success when it comes to the Pentacle. Powerful energy that's there. And I love that that came out as the last card, the 5 energy, with this being the 5th card here of this reading here. That 5 energy being very transformative energy, and that 5 and that 5 creating that 10 that was coming through from the Sun card here. That being an overall energy of 10. All these little balls of sunshine here that are producing and continuing. There's circular energy here. That's a continuum. We have pointy ass, hurtful ass energy here. That's the continuum of this type of energy here, where there needs to be endings here. And we do have this here for you Pisces moons, which is beautiful. So let's get to the final card here. And we'll see what message comes through. I mainly was guided to do the Oracle card that I'm doing. It's coming from the Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck here. But I was mainly getting a message that needed to come through for the Succubus energy. So let's go ahead and we'll see what we get here. Just one card, please. Depending on the message that we get, we'll move accordingly. One card, please. Wow. Number 7, investigate. And I got Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine coming all through this reading with the background here. No coincidence there. Look closely, ask questions, think before acting. I feel this is the lessons here coming out overall for feminine energy. That's a part of the succubus energy. So we're going to keep this card, but I do feel that this is the message that you are sending by being a very strong example here. Wow. Look at the sadness. And also no coincidence that we have Between the Sheets playing by the Isley Brothers, where I feel that's a part of the seductress energy, where it's so damn fake. It's so damn fake. It's almost like a false belief of oneself, believing that, you know, there's certain things that need to be worn, certain music that needs to be played in order for there to be some kind of attraction when it comes to the masculine energy. And it's just all being false belief here. And the truth needing to be delivered so that there can be more healthiness generating in the world here. You can see what's happening behind here too, and it does not feel good. It don't look good. Giraffe energy. This poor giraffe is kind of in the background here, looking lost, looking completely lost. All right, let me get the reading here. We'll set this right here on this Ten of Swords energy here, next to this negative pentacle. And I do feel this is connected. I don't know what kind of plant this is, but with the cracking and the hole, it almost looks like a white olive with no pit, like the pittiness coming through. I don't know. Let's let me find the reading here. Just not a good feeling that's coming through with this energy here. Let's scoot that up there. And it's on page 46. 4 and 6 create a 10. Endings. I'm going to turn this music off too. Shoot. All right. Number 7, investigate. Look closely, ask questions, think before acting. And the quote that's here, it says, "No, I'll look first." Too many people blindly follow others, and in many situations, we can find it easier to go with the flow, to trust in other people, and even to follow orders. But Alice does not do this, not until she has thought it through for herself. She may be impetuous, adventurous, and curious, but she is also sensible, cautious, and inquiring. Alice remembers the good, common sense advice she has learned through hearing stories of others' mishaps, and right now, you must be like Alice. This card asks you to check something carefully before going ahead. You are being encouraged to take a daring new path of action. That dip a toe in the water. And while everything is most likely well, you still need to take responsibility and remember to be your own guardian and caretaker. And I'm strongly getting this being a message here. You being the example here and speaking this to the succubus energy here. Look over the details. Virgo energy, your polarity energy. Check the packaging. Be sure to know what is in the fine print. And ask questions about the arrangement or the offer which you are about to enter into or accept. If, like Alice, you find there is nothing alarming or hidden about the arrangement, by all means, go ahead. However, do not follow orders or blindly do what you are told. Investigate, decide, and if you go ahead, be prepared for unexpected changes when you sign, start, connect, or decide to advance. There is always an element of the unpredictable, and there is no way of preparing for all the strange and wonderful things that will happen next. The divination, an important decision, requires you to inquire, inform yourself, and think it through thoroughly. Find out as much as you can and look at the fine print. All right. So, Pisces moons, this was your bonus reading. I do feel that this is mainly a message of you being a strong example of spiritual guidance here, wanting to assist and support the feminine energy that you have experienced and been connected to when it comes to a masculine and the succubus energy. This also, I feel, applies to the incubus energy with the masculine, where it could be both masculine and feminine energies that are coming through here. Just going to take a deep breath here. And as I end this reading, I really wish the best. Again, I can't say it enough. Part of my purpose in life is to experience things, learn from them, and make sure that it never happens again. If it's been painful, if it has brought me no good, brought harm, life does not have to be that way. And so I feel that you as Pisces moons also have realized this for yourself. Being in that hangman energy and being connected to divine, this being a part of your purpose here too, and just wanting the best, especially when it comes to females, because we are the reproductive energy. We are the ones who have those seeds planted, and we grow those seeds within us and then produce those seeds outside of us. And that is what keeps the world going. This being very important when it comes to female energy. So I'll just leave that there. I send my love to each and every one of you, and I look forward to the best. I have a very strong, firm belief that this is all happening for a greater reason. Whether it happens now, this will be a part of history here. So it will be here, and it's timeless. And the love is here. So I thank you, Pisces moons, and whoever may be watching this. I send all my love. I send healing, many blessings, joy, and comfort and peace. Take great care. I love you all. Peace.